I think it is a time of incredible change, and you can feel it. I think you feel it in the organization because it was historically a sell-side organization and represented the interests of a lot of ad tech and publishers. And now what we're seeing is the ecosystem is changing and more complex, so we have to evolve through thought leadership to figure out where this organization, this very important organization, goes next. Without, I'm an advocate of the IAB because I think it plays an important role in the community, in education, in our relationship with government, and in education. And so it's an important organization. I think that we're trying to figure out what's next, which is really complicated because marketing is so complicated right now. I think what Randall really smartly laid out today was that the needs of marketers are changing materially from what I would call industrialized communication through, from marketer to agency to publisher to consumer, to something where there's a new generation of companies that are empowered by the cloud and everything on demand to create direct relationships with consumers and sell products that people value. And so everybody's a content marketer now, and everybody needs close proximity to data. And I think for companies like ours is we are, what is that, how does that change us? And so, I think of it as being incredibly challenging, but really invigorating, to be honest. And it means that we have to be faster and smarter in how we deal with our clients so that we can be as powerful as logging into the Facebook interface to buy an ad. We have to react to that reality as a publisher. I think we do something incredibly valuable in how we define trends and understand consumers and create audiences. But we have to refactor our ad offering, essentially our market offering, to deal with the new reality.
I read recently about the acquisition of Rodale. It just closed. Tell us about sort of special interest publishing, publishing and marketing to verticals, the opportunities that presents to Hearst.
Right. Well, I mean, these are trusted, long-standing brands and content creators that we really, really like. I mean, these are Men's Health, Women's Health, Runner's World, Prevention, Bicycling. These are incredible brands, and we like them for a couple of reasons, which really deeply connects to how people get content today. First of all, they speak to a kind of global push towards wellness, and obviously that's a category we want to be in and we like to be in. Secondly, they're highly service-oriented, and I think that consumers seek out service information. The internet is really good at being a place where people get information as to how to do things, how to live in different ways, and the brands represent that. And I think as really exciting for me is that these are enthusiast brands, particularly brands like Runner's World, that people are they speak to deeply passionate communities. And I think that we can carve out a really interesting role for that brand as a way to bring together and kind of serve a community of highly kind of interested and passionate consumers, and that's why we like it.
So in terms of sales, how does that work with you guys, and what are the opportunities of direct sales versus programmatic sales, and how does the marketplace change, and how do you make your offering to the buy side?
Well, it's kind of all of the above. Programmatic is a big part of our business, and obviously a shift in buying behavior that we're mapping very closely. I think that we're at a bit of a crossroads because, quite frankly, the people that we compete with are really easy to buy. They have a lot of data and they're easy to buy. And so, historically, I think that really what publishers have ended up doing is serving a kind of a data-centric buyer through the open exchange or through private marketplaces. And I think we're still, we have a long way to go to be as easy to buy as the platforms. Content marketing has been important to the market, but takes a lot of time and a lot of investment, and it's hard and for marketers. And we really have to listen to our customers and figure out how we can make selling a complex product much easier. Because if you're buying on Instagram, it's really easy today, and I think that's the reality we have to compete with.
Cool. And in terms of this whole discussion of transparency, what does the buy side want from you, either from Hearst in particular, or their sort of demands more broadly in the industry?
Well, the buy side loves our brands. The buy side loves our sophistication in creating content. The buy side loves our commitment to service and how we work with them. The buy side also wants more data, and they want us to be able to point to results more clearly. What we're really focused on is how do we help marketers kind of around the idea of actions. So there is no doubt that that the entire market is becoming more performance oriented, and I think that's the result of this direct shift that Randall describes, and just a marketing economy that demands short-term results. So the way we're thinking about it is, how do we be more quantitative and results-oriented across our entire organization in, how we optimize campaigns and how we use data and how we create content. And I think really importantly is we like to eat our own dog food. So, we sell a lot of product, and we create content that sells product, and we make money doing that. And so what we feel like we always have to be kind of marketing on our own behalf, whether that's through all the service content that we create on all our brands or more focused commerce brands like Best Products. We're sort of keenly aware of what leads to a transaction, and it's that insight that we create by doing it ourselves that we sell to marketers.